coming up on an all-new episode of Arcade Pickers. Well, that was a nice little 45-minute trek to get up to North Phoenix.
Can I see it, Corey? Corey?
Yeah, good to see you. All right, so let's see what this thing does. Wow, okay, so we got a couple goodies over here. Is it possible to build yourself into a homemade shelter made out of board games? I'm Corey Masal.
And I'm Jacob Masal.
And we're the Arcade Pickers. All right, you can see that my son Jacob was feeling under the weather today, so we didn't want him to come out sick. So I brought my daughter Katie with me, and she's gonna help me out with the camera work today. How you feel about that, Katie?
Good.
All right, it's arcade picker time. Now our first stop is an estate sale that I found on Marketplace, and they actually had a bunch of game stuff. They didn't really know what all it was, but I saw a bunch of old retro stuff, so we're gonna go check it out and see what they have left after the estate sale this weekend. And if they got anything good, we're gonna pick it up. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Then after that, we're gonna get some arcade stuff going on. So it's only about 10 minutes away from the house, so let's head out and find out what we can get. Here we go.
Back there.
Oh, back there, perfect. Can you cut in front of you guys?
Can I see the barn?
Okay, so as soon as I walk up, all I can see is the most board games I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally to the point where it's like, is it possible to build yourself into a homemade shelter made out of board games? Okay, so it looks like we got a few games over here. So right away in the back corner, she tells me there's some video games that her son is selling that she brought over. There's a couple tubs full. I see some PS2 games. I see some PlayStation 1 games. I see some Nintendo games. I see some Xbox 360 and Xbox One games, but my attention goes right to the PS2 games because these things look like they're in really good condition and the discs are almost flawless. They look like they're brand new. So if I can get these at a fair price, I'm definitely going to grab a few of these. Twisted Metal Black. We've got Deer Hunt, Jimmy Neutron, Grand Theft Auto, Jet X Zero. Okay, then we've got Kingdom Hearts 2, which actually is a really good one. I like that one. That's kind of hard to find. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a 2005 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix for the PlayStation 2 video game console. The game is the sequel to Kingdom Hearts, and unlike the original game, combines characters and settings from Disney films with those of Square Enix's Final Fantasy series. Almost all these, but Kingdom Hearts 2, I feel like because there's two of them, I might want to pick up the other one too, just because I know someone else might want that. So, I'm kind of old school. I like the old ones.
Yeah.
So you have the old PlayStation 2 ones. What's your price on these things?
We've got 5 of them.
5 each on the PlayStation 2s. So I think we're going to go with Twisted Metal Black, Kingdom Hearts, Jet X2O, Silent Scope 2, and then a second copy, but it's not the greatest hits. It's the regular Kingdom Hearts. So I think we're good. Alright, so the verdict here is that I have 5 of them, and I was going to ask you if you'd take 20 for all 5.
He's not here. I have to take the call out. He's not here.
No bartering without the boss here.
Oh, that's my son's money. He's working. He's 26.
I might have the correct change here. I'm good with that though. I appreciate you guys.
If he was here, it'd be easier.
Let me see. There's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have 5. Okay. So now we're gonna head over to my buddy Scott's house, and he's got a lot of arcade stuff. So we're gonna see if he's got anything that he's willing to make a deal on, because he goes to Reno all the time and Vegas and grabs trailers full of arcades. So we're gonna grab whatever we can if he's got something affordable over there that we can get our hands on. So let's do this. All right, well that was pretty cool. They had a bunch of old PS2 games and they were pretty much in brand new condition. I don't think any of them were super high value, but they were definitely hard ones to find because I've been looking for PS2 games for a while. I haven't seen Kingdom Hearts 2 in the wild for quite some time, especially two of them, so that's why I went ahead and grabbed both. But now we're going to Scott's house. Do you remember Scott? Remember he came over and brought some arcades over to our house before with the truck. But anyway, he has a bunch of arcades at his house, inside and in the garage, so we're going to see if he's got anything we can grab over there. And he is only about 5 minutes from here, so that's the good news. So let's go check it out. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. All right, what's up, Scott?
Vivian.
How you doing, man?
Disability, I'm good. I like the shirt.
Good to see you, man. Thanks
Good
for
to see you.
having us.
Here.
Awesome.
Welcome to the mess.
Excited to see what's going on here. You've made a few runs over the past not too long. Wow, there it is. Boom. See, it kind of looks like our garage now, Katie. So this Tekken is pretty cool. Was that on one of your trailer runs?
This one actually came from a new guy up in Reno.
Oh, okay.
I'd gotten this and Rush to Rock Alcatraz. And that
Okay.
went right away. Actually, that went before I got off the trailer.
Wow.
I went to one of my regulars.
And Tekken 3 is actually a really fun game because I don't know why this stands out, but I remember buying that for PlayStation and like playing it, and it was like one of the first ones that had like a lot of characters instead of just a handful. So you could actually pick from quite a few. And it's just cabinet looks like it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice and clean. No water damage. You know, no bowing or anything. Somebody actually was obviously a Mortal Kombat at one time.
Gotcha. And this one's $5 bills, right?
I've got it listed at $650, but it's coming down. Yeah, $559. I think I've got it at.
Okay, cool. And wow, okay. I don't know where to start here. I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute. Revolt. Tell me about this Revolt.
So it's like Mario Kart without being Mario Kart and having the Mario Kart price.
So it's like head-to-head racing.
Head-to-head racing. Yeah, that's why I got two of them. So you race against each other or single. But you know, you're basically remote control vehicles, and you've got weapons on the steering wheel, just like for Mario Kart.
That's pretty cool. I almost want to say that same one. I feel like I played it on a console.
I think it is. You know, it's an acclaimed title, so it probably more than likely came from there.
And this, you got
one way or the other.
Nevada. You got this?
I'm sorry.
You got it in Nevada?
Yeah, up to Reno. This came from my guy in Reno.
All right, Reno. Okay, cool. So that one you're fixing up for you and the family.
Yeah, these two will stay, at least for now.
Well, they look in good condition anyway.
Not too bad. A few bumps and bruises, but I mean, given their age, it's they were routed, so.
Gotcha. Okay. And then you got a big Buck Hunter Pro
Yep,
back
got
there.
another Buck Hunter Pro. Those are popular titles for me, so I grab those whenever I can get them.
That's pretty cool. Wow. Does that one work?
No, that one. Well, yes and no. It's got the chunks of computer are laying over there. The computer's a nightmare.
Oh, that's one you were asking me about with the computer.
Oh no, that's actually that one on the other end.
Crisis Zone?
Yeah, the audio board.
All right.
Yeah, that big Buck Hunter. They're actually very simple to work on, but that computer, Greg, I'm gonna have to give him a little static because it's kind of a problem child from the get-go. Like, what'd you give me? So,
Wow.
But it'll get done.
Well, goodness gracious.
They're at least simple. I mean, they're just most of the time the Raw Thrills use Dell PCs, so they're easy to come by.
Well, and I just feel like there's a hype right now about the Big Buck Hunter Arcade 1-Up, but it's like people are dropping $6 on that. You know, and you can get one of these and you're shooting on a screen that's wider than the entire cabinet,
Right.
just on the screen. So I was a little confused by that. I get a lot of people don't have the space, but I'd much rather have one of these and even just convert it with all the Big Buck Hunters on it or something, you know?
You know, in the 1-Ups, they have their place.
Yeah, they do.
It's just, you know, it's whatever whatever your thing.
Yep, awesome. Wow, look at this. You don't see these every day.
No, this is a little bit more of a rare bird.
Vampire Knight. Wow. I don't even think I've played this game.
And actually, this one's ported from console as well.
Is it really?
There's a couple different versions. I think there's 2 or 3 versions of it. Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm gonna put a history about this game because the cabinet's one of the prettiest ones I've seen. It almost looks like a Time Crisis, but jazzed up a bit. Vampire Knight is a light gun game produced by Sega's WoW Entertainment, distributed through Namco, and released in 2000 for video game arcades. It was later ported to the PlayStation 2 in November 2001.
It kind of got that gothic, you know. It's kind of a spin-off of House of Dead. Same, you know, that same genre.
So it's just shooting
Vampire
vampires?
shooter game, yeah. Shoot the zombies.
And where'd you get this from?
This one came from Reno as well.
From Reno.
Reno guy. It's missing this. There's another chrome piece, the big chrome piece that I've got in the closet, but it goes here. And that was one of the reasons I got it cheap.
Wow.
Cheaper.
So is this one that you're gonna fix up and play?
Yeah. No, I'll fix it up. This one will probably go as soon as it's ready. It's got 2 problems. One, it's got a sound problem, and it had a CD-ROM problem. I fixed that already, but now the sound problem I just got to nail down, and then it'll get clean, tested, and ready to go. New marquee lights, of course, because of course they're burned out like they always are.
Okay, well I'm like overwhelmed on shooting games right now, as you know, at my place, but just so everybody knows, like what would something like this go for when you get it fixed and you're gonna sell it?
That I actually have to research, because the one that's out there is really, and that one actually has a serial number and everything, and that's like very expensive, but they don't come up very often, so it's harder to price.
Okay.
So it's something I'll have to do a little bit of research and see what they're going for, and again, somebody's got to have the real estate. This is a big cabinet. It's bigger than a standard cab.
Okay. I mean, it looks really good. I love it. I think somebody will buy it right away just because it's pretty rare. Wow, okay, so we got a couple goodies over here. Ollie King. This is pretty cool.
Doesn't everybody need a skateboarding game?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of that Top Skater one that I always see.
It's exactly like, yeah, it's like Tony Hawk.
Wow, and another one from Reno?
Yep. This one's actually, no, I take it back. I actually got this in a bulk deal out of Kingman.
Kingman, wow.
Actually, I just had the monitor redone for this. Other than this, so now it's all basically nothing left but cosmetic. So other than that, it's 100% ready to go.
And is this one you're fixing up to play?
No, this one's going bye-bye. It takes up too much room.
I was going to say, I've had a few of these ones like this. Like I had that deluxe Hydro Thunder, and it's fun for a little while, but then you're like, hey, I could put 4 cabinets where this
it just
goes.
takes up too much space, and I'm not really much into skateboarding. The boys are, of course, but...
And some people have, like, you know...
If they've got a big game room
tons of space.
And kids, you know, they're like, oh, that'd be great, you know?
But Ollie King seems like it would be a fun one for someone like that, but I can't get over
Oh, the VR rigs?
these giant VR ones. I've seen a couple of these come up on Marketplace in different states, and I've seen people talk about them, but I've never experienced it or played it. I mean, is it pretty much you just put your head in that thing and...
Yeah, and all the gun, you know, your weapons are all right here, and then everybody else can see everything there because you're actually looking through the headset.
So this must be a fairly new game, right? It couldn't be terribly old, is it? It's not 90s, is it?
Yeah.
Is it
90s,
really?
maybe 2000s. It's probably 2000s because it's like Beachhead. The games are like Beachhead 2000, 2002.
Wow.
One cabinet's strictly Beachhead. The other one's got all 6 games in it. There's actually 9 games, but a couple of different versions of Beachhead. But like Blockade and I forget what the rest of the name of them are. But then the other one's licensed for all the games, so you can play them all. It's just got a menu, scrolling menu. You pick which one you want to play.
There it is, Captain Bucky O'Hare. So, I've been asking you about this thing for a while, but I just want everyone to hear the story. Where did Bucky O'Hare come from?
So this came in a bulk deal again out of Kingman, same place as the Ollie King. And as you can see, it's very farm fresh.
Bucky O'Hare was released in 1992 from Hasbro. While it is generally classified as a scrolling beat-em-up, the player's character is also armed with a laser gun and adds elements of a side-scrolling shooter. Much like the cartoon, Bucky O'Hare features colorful animation, and voice actors from the series were hired to participate in the game's cutscenes. And this one fires up?
Yes.
and plays. And you said there might be some issues with the monitor.
The monitor needs to be probably recapped, I would guess.
I'm gonna have to get something big to clean that off. Well, I definitely like Bucky, and I definitely like the game, and I like. Did you know this game is one of the rare ones where they actually hired all the actors and actresses from the show to voice the characters in the game?
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
it has the same characters, and it's one of the first ones that has the actual talking in the game where the characters are having dialogue and stuff.
Really?
Instead of just reading the script on the screen. So, all right, well, so far it looks like Bucky is definitely one that I'm interested in because I have Captain America and the Avengers, and Bucky was another one that I really watched the show a lot as a kid, and the theme song was stuck in my head all the time. I would play it on the show, but I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I won't play the theme song. But where are you at on Bucky?
For you, because I've been holding on to it for you, just for you, probably $375, and you can take Bucky home with you.
$375 for Bucky.
And of course, you can take the Golden Tee with you.
Bucky O'Hare is a little bit. It looks like Bucky. He's gonna need a little bit of work.
Oh, he's gonna need some love.
All right. How do you feel about $250 on Bucky?
I really can't go less than
300. $300 and you'll let Bucky go?
Yeah.
But then I still gotta ask you how much you want for Golden Tee.
You can take Golden Tee with you.
Okay, wait a minute. So you're saying Bucky and Golden Tee for $300?
Sure.
I'm popping on that one.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
You bet.
I'll put it to good use, and we will get a lot of play time out of this game. That's awesome.
You just gotta let me come over and play it when you get it going.
I will definitely do that. And I know as well as anyone, a true arcade collector has all their good stuff in the house. You gonna give me the Rockstar treatment?
Sure.
Let's go check it out. Wow, okay, so you've got a ton of really cool pinballs here. Theater of Magic, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Iron Man, and South Park. So tell me about the pinballs. When did you get them?
Actually, we've got this one. Actually, Shelly got me for Christmas and birthday presents. So that's actually the second one. We had Gorgar before, and another one I can't even think of anymore. It's been so long. But that's where it started out, and then we bought the South Park from my guy up in Reno, and then these two I actually won in less than a week apart.
You were telling me about that on your pinball group on Facebook.
I won this one in California, and that following on Saturday, and on following Wednesday I won the Iron Man.
Okay, now I already know the story behind this, but I'm going to ask you so everyone else can hear. The Iron Man one, I mean, obviously I don't know that much about pinball, but I know a lot about Iron Man. So if I was going to get a pinball, that would be one of the top choices I would want to get. How much did you pay for Iron Man?
$85.
$85. And am I right in saying like there might be a couple of individual little parts inside that are worth more than $85?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well that was just an awesome tour of everything. That was cool, and I'm super excited about this Bucky O'Hare. So before we load it up and get it out of here, I have to ask, it's still pretty early and we're out arcade picking today. Do you know anyone else? I know you got a lot of connections. Anybody that has any other arcades in the Phoenix area here?
Well, if you want to go for a little drive, Drew lives up the road over towards Peoria direction. He's always got a bunch of games. We buy and sell and flip back and forth. We could probably talk to him, and you might be able to score something from him.
Drew?
Yep, Drew.
I got plenty of time. If you're down, you want to head over with me?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd take you over there and introduce you, and
Let's
we go from there. All
Let's
right.
go check it out. Awesome. Man, that was a nice little 45-minute trek up to North Phoenix. But thanks for taking your truck, man. You rock.
No problem.
That'll come in handy if there's anything here I want to get.
Drew's.
Where do you know Drew from?
He actually started buying from me a couple months ago when I first started listing things for sale, and just kept in touch. And if he's looking for specific things, I'll hunt them down for him and let him know that I've got them and they're coming. And Actually, I've got a couple from Reno that he is after right now. A couple of Virtua Fighter 2.
Oh wow, okay. So he's grabbed some from you. Does he have a decent amount of stuff at his house?
The last time I was there, he did. Now, what he's gotten rid of or made room for, hard to say. But he's got quite a few.
All right, cool. Sounds like my kind of place. I don't know what it is, but all I can think about is playing Lucky O'Hare. All right. Woo, here we go. All right, Drew, you in here? Probably out in the garage, right? Hey,
Hey, what's up, man?
what's going on?
Huh?
Must be Drew.
Yeah, it's me.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Corey. Corey.
Yeah, good to see you. Scott was telling me good things about you.
Huh? Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, man. Looks like you got some cool stuff in here.
Yeah. I got the Virtua Cop I got from Scott.
Wow, Virtua Cop. This is from you? Nice. This is really cool. Does it work?
It does. Power it on. I got all these cords
I
thrown
don't
behind
think I've
here.
ever seen like Virtua Cop in action. I've seen a lot of the cabinets come up for sale and stuff. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool. So, how long you been collecting the arcades for?
Oh man, I started. The first game I started was Centipede, so that was probably in 2012, and then ever since then I started collecting from there, and it's just been it's been an addiction, that's for sure.
Wow.
So
I definitely hear you on that. That's crazy. That's cool. Virtua Cop Hydro Thunder.
yeah, the deluxe cabinets.
Oh man, I had one of these. I don't think I've ever seen them next to each other. So they're synced up with the little phone cord thing together.
Those ones aren't. I'm still working. I haven't linked those together. I have the stuff too, but
But you can't do it.
you can, yeah. So.
That'd be pretty killer. I remember this thing shakes. And
Oh yeah. The subwoofers in there, they vibrate really.
this is really cool. You got some cool stuff out here.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you got a Ghost Squad over here?
Yep, that's the Ghost Squad right there.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
Ghost Squad is a light gun rail shooter game developed by Sega, with a home version being developed for a Nintendo Wii console. Ghost Squad was released in 2004 and was one of the first arcade games to use IC cards that let players customize their character data, score, and provide the player with experience points, new outfits, new weapons, and increased rank.
My son loves this game. These are like the feedback
Yep,
guns.
machine guns. Yep.
This is really cool. Where'd you get this thing from?
Man, I got
From YouTube.
Yeah. This guy, hooks me up with cool stuff, and this one I just, I picked up from him, and I just didn't have the time. I have other stuff I'm doing, and I figured, give it a good home, and somebody could use it and fix it up. I just don't have the time with kids and my other projects I got going on.
So this thing is not running right now, you said?
No, it needs the GD-ROM, the game, and I think that's about it. I checked, and it does have looks like it has the sensors in the screen, so it still might need some other stuff, but I turned it on, everything powers on, and it says just looking for GD-ROM, and that's it. I'm able to go through the menu and stuff, so through the corn door, yeah.
Wow, where did you get this thing from?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Wow. Wow, okay. So this thing, I've had one of these. I know you just got the Virtua Cop, but I'm definitely interested in this.
Oh yeah.
What would you have to have for this?
Like price-wise, or
Yeah, what are you thinking price-wise you'd let this go for?
around 250, 200?
250, 200? Wow, well you weren't kidding, Scott. He's got some cool stuff up here.
Yeah, I got some more inside if you want to take a look real quick. I got the kids running around, so they,
No,
you know,
that's,
they're.
that's fine with
so-
us. They don't bite you, they?
No, they don't. Oh no, the dog's somewhere else.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Here's a little guy.
Oh yeah. Kids are
Yeah.
playing
I
that.
didn't realize you had a millipede.
Oh, I just finished doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, believe it or not, my neighbor down the street got a Miss Pac-Man, and his father-in-law was, I think his father-in-law, somebody in his family was a operator, and so he had a Miss Pac-Man, which I ended up putting a 16 one in. That's what he wanted done, and he put an LCD, which I was like, okay, but he gave me the monitor, which was a Geo, I think it was a Geo 7. Yeah, Electro Home Geo 7, so I slapped it in there, and I got the PCB out of a beaten up cocktail millipede and just rebuilt it from there. The cabinet needs some work. The trackball needs a little work, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, a really cool cabinet. This thing's cool too. Virtual racing.
Yeah, virtual racing, which I got from Scott. Yeah. Oh, this one was my favorite. You know. But the cool thing, I'm working on this. This is actual the seat for it, but it's falling apart, so I got to get some work on it. We just finished cleaning up, so these ones aren't hooked up right now. But
Okay, and then you have some cool ones in here though.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need his
Yeah.
owl eye coin to his coin dart.
yeah. Oh, the owl eyes, yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's
That
pretty cool.
that I picked up in this. I've had that since 2014. I picked that game up in like Chandler, and the guy was like, "It doesn't work. I'm just gonna trash it." He's like, "Give me a price." I paid like $150 for it, so I picked it up. It needs some work either on the board or monitor, but since it's a what's that? The Vector that. You know, I don't know much about vectors, so.
Excellent. I just rebuilt mine.
Oh yeah. So that
Area 51.
the Area 51. That was my third one. I said I'll never get rid of that one. The Area 51. I picked that up in Tucson, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I was." He found it outside of a Peter Piper and they were just back then. That's when they just these were throwaway, carried. And I paid him for it, and I brought it home, and this is another one, the Crisis Zone. It needs some work. Honey, hold on 1 second, okay? The gun, it bounces all over the place. It's either an I/O board or the gun. The laser, you can see the LED through it, so yeah. But it does need new plastic, which I found online. They sell them. It's a
Just the shell?
Yeah, it's a shell. They're around $169 for the plastic, but what I found out which made this stronger was spray it with that bed liner, the Flex Seal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's pretty cool. I like
So-
these ones. I have it from him. I have a Time Crisis
yeah.
similar to this. You got the
Pole position, it needs the monitor chassis rebuilt, and of course, if anybody knows Eugene Mosh, he's gonna fix the boards when I send it out, but I got this for free. The guy was gonna throw it out. So I got it for free and didn't pay nothing for it. Fit it in my express van. The guy posted it actually on Arcade Collectors, and he's like, "Yeah, if anybody wants, I need to get rid of it." And I was like, "I'll get it." So I went over there and picked it up before anybody else could, and it was
Can't say
mine.
no to a free
Oh
gift.
no,
That's incredible.
no! Especially ever since they made the pipe position, there's, now they're going up in value. So.
That's really cool. You got a nice little collection
Yeah.
in here.
So,
Carnival.
yep, I picked that up from Scott too. Scott's
Deluxe.
yeah, Scott's my go-to guy if I need to find games. So he helps me out, and I love it. Steel Gunner, yeah, that poor cabinet. The game works great. Poor cabinet needs some work. It's got some damage in the back, but
You can just go back.
Guess where that came from?
Oh, that came from Scott too.
So I already knew that I wanted to get the Ghost Squad. I was going to humor him and look at the rest of this stuff, but the Ghost Squad is definitely where it's at. I've wanted a big screen shooter like that for some time now, so that's the one I'm going to try to make a move on. Text me today. Is that a Nintendo Zapper down there?
Oh yeah.
Is that full of video game stuff?
Oh yeah. This is all old.
What's
It's
going
a-
on with this stuff?
He's a
dude?
console guy too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
if you look up there
And then-
on that shelf up there, you will see.
Wow.
If you looked up there.
Oh my gosh. All right. I just
So
grab that.
I am a console guy.
You
My
have the
dad's a
NES
game
up there?
person.
Right.
My dad's a game.
Sega in the box.
Yep. The Apple II up there too, which works.
My dad's a
Um,
game person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Straight 2 or the 2E?
Huh?
The Apple.
The Apple II. I think it's Apple II. I think it's
My first one was an Apple IIc.
Yellow Game Boy right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I have.
I didn't realize you were into consoles.
Oh, dude.
My dad was.
Original Xbox.
Yeah,
I
original.
actually had one at 64.
Yeah.
Oh, I killed
Yeah, we
playing-
have-
too many hours playing
Yeah.
Donkey Kong on that thing.
Has the 2 boxes of that. Dex drive for it.
Do you have any stuff for sale? Any console stuff?
Not right now.
PlayStation 2, Xbox, any stuff?
We had the Xbox. We actually had the Halo Edition one, and
My
the
dad-
problem with that was the motherboard was going out, and then there's everything's so stuffed in there. It gets so hot, and things, especially capacitors,
So we ended up coming to a good deal together on Ghost Squad. I paid $200 for it. I can't believe I scored this thing at such a good deal. I'm so gonna hook this up and make it work again and be playing it very shortly. I love this game and I'm super excited about it. So I felt like both of us got a good deal. He needed it gone and I needed a Ghost Squad. Cool, well, Scott's doing his thing. He's the master strapper right here. Scott, you saved the day, by the way, with your truck. I was thinking he might have some small stuff, but we're filling this thing up. Wow, well, thanks again.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. I
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it, man.
anytime,
I'm
man.
gonna get this thing up and running and either probably keep it or find a good home for it. I know
Yeah.
I'll keep it for a while because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play it. So
Oh, it'll be a fun project. So.
this is great. It's a beautiful cabinet.
Oh, it
So
is.
Thanks again, man.
Oh yeah, anytime, bro.
If you're ever down in Mesa, hit me up and we'll check out my game room down there.
We'll do.
About
We'll
5
do.
minutes from me. 7.
Yeah, right where Scott is. So cool. But thanks, man.
All
I
right, man.
appreciate it.
Anytime,
All right,
anytime.
thanks. So all in all, I felt like it was a pretty good day. I got some PS2 games. I got Bucky O'Hare. I got Ghost Squad. So it was a good day for arcade picking.